Is Willian set to leave Arsenal this summer? When Arsenal signed Willian on a free transfer last summer, a lot of things were expected, having won the Premier League at Chelsea and being one of their key players for so many years. At Arsenal, things have just not worked out. So what has Fabrizio Romano today said on his future at Arsenal? Also, are Arsenal set to sign Ryan Bertrand on a free transfer? Let's find out in today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Russell T and welcome back to your boy's channel. The question that I want to ask you guys down below in the comments today is going to be, if you could give any Arsenal player the number 10 shirt, who would you give it to and why? Because of course right now it is available, so let's discuss down below and let's get into this video. Right, first things first, let's get an update on the future of Willian Borges. Straight out of Brazil, and Chelsea's ex-player Willian, he signed for Arsenal last summer on a free transfer on a 3-year contract and on pretty massive wages. And ultimately we are now 2 games away from the end of the season, and this guy has the same amount of Premier League goals as Alisson Becker. Yes, a goalkeeper, you had that right. But what exactly has the reliable Fabrizio Romano been saying? After David Luiz, also Willian is expected to leave Arsenal this summer. There is interest from European clubs and from the MLS. Inter Miami wanted him last summer. Arsenal are waiting for official bids. And essentially Fabrizio has confirmed that he's on the transfer list for Arsenal, and if offers come in, Arsenal will accept, and it's time to say bye-bye to Willian Borges. Oh my god, there's tears in my eyes. This is beautiful scenes. Of course, with all due respect to the player, and I wish him the best for the future. Things for him have just not worked out at Arsenal. It is what it is. We move on with life. And now the question is, how much money are Arsenal willing to accept for Willian? Hold the video right there. Before we proceed to the next part, if you guys can go down there and show some love to the video by smashing it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to your boy if you're new, because we've just hit 38,000 subscribers and only 2,000 away from the big 40,000. It is free of charge. Just make that button grey and make your boy's day appreciation. And also, let's not forget, earlier this week the reliable Athletic confirmed as well that Willian was one of the 5 players the Arsenal staff were under the impression of that they wanted to leave. That is 2 reliable sources both saying that Willian is most likely going to leave Arsenal. Can I get a confirmed? Here we go. And in terms of the club Inter Miami, it's very interesting as well, because according to some sources, David Luiz is a priority of David Beckham's Inter Miami as well. And so of course Luiz was followed by Willian to Arsenal. Could Willian follow David Luiz to Inter Miami in the MLS as well? I think so. I have also heard some rumors that Roma from Serie A also want to sign Willian, which, best of luck to you guys. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But let's not forget, Willian is a player that was wanted by the likes of Barcelona, Manchester United and other big clubs only a matter of a few years ago. But what are your own thoughts on Willian now looking set to leave Arsenal this summer? And how much money do you want to accept for Willian, or are you willing to write him off and let him go on a free transfer? Let's discuss down below. And also give me some names of left wingers that could replace Willian in the Arsenal squad as well. Arsenal's interest in Ryan Bertrand is entered a serious stage in the last 72 hours. The club are working on an alternative option at left back, but Bertrand is the hottest file. Arsenal are intensifying their efforts to settle their first summer transfers, coming from the very reliable, the Arsenal GOAT, the AFC Bear. We have also had other reliable sources in the past few days confirm that Arsenal in fact do want Ryan Bertrand, so a free transfer for the 31-year-old, I'm not quite sure about this one, but you know what, as long as it's a 2-year contract and not a 3-year contract, then I'm not against it either. Ultimately, Ryan Bertrand is a Premier League experienced left back and he's a backup. He's not going to be a first teamer, he's going to be a backup to Kieran Tierney, and if Kieran Tierney is to get injured, he has the experience to sympathise with all needs necessary. But as the AFC Bell said there, Arsenal are looking at alternative options as well, and one of those players could be Josh Doug, and Football London also understand that Arsenal are competing with Leicester to sign Hibernian left back Josh Doug. We were also linked with this Donny back in January, so Arsenal have a longer standing interest in the player as well. But do let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Who do you want to see Arsenal sign as a backup left back? And that's the key there, it's a backup. It's not first team option, but give me some names. Are you happy with Ryan Bertrand, or do you want a younger player like Josh Doug? Let's discuss down below in the comments. Fabrizio Romano on the Arsenal Lounge has recently said, I was speaking to people in the last days about potential Arsenal moves, and the players are always attracted to join Arsenal. I said it is a different knock FC. That's from the reliable Fabrizio Romano. He's confirmed it there and there. Arsenal want to sign a player. That player will always want to join Arsenal. We are an attraction. We're so massive, and especially in countries like France, I would go as far as saying Arsenal are the biggest club in France. That invincible juice that we still have is coming out to fruition, and it's things you'll have to see. But now, how can Arsenal use it to the best? The AFC Bells also very interestingly said those close to Kroenke who hold senior positions in sporting establishments and who are still in contact with him tell their family is striving to heal the rift with the disconnected segment of the masses, and there is a serious intention to do something exceptional this summer. We should wait and judge the quality of the work by the end of the market. What is the AFC Bell saying there? Is he saying that the Kroenkes are looking to make a massive transfer this summer to get the fans back on their side? Because that's what I am reading there. But ultimately, talk is cheap and actions will always speak louder than the words. And so if the Kroenke family wants to get Arsenal fans somewhat back on their side, if that's even possible, they need to do something exceptional, something out of this world. Something maybe like Super Jackie Grealish. And as you can see the tweet here, on the way to Arsenal back from 2012, is Super Jackie Grealish an Arsenal fan? As Vinicius Jr. famously once said, 1% chance, 99% faith. It's the hope that kills you as an Arsenal fan. And are Arsenal fans allowed to dream this big? I'm not quite sure, but just don't be surprised if the Kroenkes are serious in what they're saying and they want to get fans back on their side to an extent. The Arsenal fans will accept nothing less than to see a superstar, a world superstar like Jack Grealish sign for the Arsenal. Lads, if it's gonna happen, I'm not quite sure. But in all seriousness, do you guys honestly see Arsenal making the offer for Jack Grealish? And do you want it to happen in the first place? Is he the player that Arsenal need to spend the money on? Yes or no? Let me know down below in them comments. Moving on, lads, let's discuss Daniel Ek confirming a bid for Arsenal. Mr. Daniel Ek, the owner of the Spotify, has confirmed to the masses on his own Twitter, no reports, no media, he has made a bid for Arsenal. And in his statement he did say, inaccurate reports emerged today saying, I have not made a bid for Arsenal Football Club. I think it's important to correct the record. This week an offer was made, both Josh Kroenke and their bankers, that included fan ownership, representation at the board and a golden share for the supporters. They replied they don't need the money. I respect the decisions but remain interested and available should that situation ever change. So Daniel Ek has made a bid for Arsenal, but unfortunately for him it was rejected. We did not need to hear this from the media or from the PR side of it. He said it himself, he went on his Twitter and he tweeted it out, and you know what, Daniel, I'm a fan of that. But as the Kroenkes did say, they don't need the money, but how much would Arsenal be up for sale for? Well, the reliable Guardian, they have spoken and they have said Stan Kroenke is thought to want at least £2 billion if he is to consider selling Arsenal, and some sources place that figure considerably higher. Figures close to the Nation Consortium say Ek would have little problem amassing the sum necessary to tempt Kroenke into selling. And if the Kroenkes are really saying that money is not an issue, then you know what, signing a player like Jack Grealish, that should be light change for you. So make it happen for us, please, we're begging. But joking aside, I think this was the first step that Daniel Ek needed to take to make that bid for Arsenal. It's the first massive step. He's made the offer, the Kroenkes have said no to it, and now it's a matter of how much money can Daniel Ek offer and how much money do the Kroenkes want to accept. As always, we are going to have to wait and see, but do let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on how much do you think Arsenal is really and truly worth. Once again, Fabrizio Romano on his interview at the Arsenal Lounge has said Aaron Ramsey would love to join Arsenal again. At Juventus he is struggling, he is not playing, many injuries. He will 100% be on the market, he will be available. If Arsenal want to go for Ramsey, they know they have a chance. Man like Aaron Ramsey, aka Rambo, returning to the Emirates, you know what Ramsey, respect to you, and you know, best of luck to where you want to go, but it's a no from me. You have given me so many moments as an Arsenal fan winning. You have scored many goals in cup finals, given me so many memorable, historic moments as an Arsenal fan. But ultimately, if Arsenal is serious about a rebuild, you cannot make transfers on the basis of emotions. It doesn't make sense, and that's why for me, I don't want it to happen either. I respect Rambo, I wish you the best of success in the future, but with you being injury prone, with you being older and on massive wages, it's a no for me. But of course, if you disagree with me, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Would you take back Aaron Ramsey at Arsenal Football Club? And moving on, lads, let's discuss the other Arsenal news today. And first things first, Callum Chambers, or Cafu Chambers as I love to call him, well, apparently he's about to get a new deal at Arsenal. Football London understands that Callum Chambers, who has just 1 year left on his deal at the end of the season, is set to be rewarded with a new contract extension. Callum Chambers has come back from from his injury and he has been pretty decent for Arsenal as a right back, but is he a long-term right back or is he more of a centre back? And ultimately Arsenal do have to ask themselves the question, is Callum Chambers at the quality and at the level for Arsenal to get back into the Champions League? Obviously that's down to personal perception, but what are your thoughts on Callum Chambers potentially getting a new contract at Arsenal? I think he's 25 years of age, he's just come back from a long-term injury. Should we cash in or do you want to keep Cafu Chambers at the Emirates Stadium? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's new tattoo on his arm, walking out on the Emirates pitch with 2 children after signing his contract extension with Arsenal earlier this season. The fact that Oba is getting Arsenal tattoos on his arm tells me this guy is going nowhere, because quite a few fans have said maybe Arsenal might want to sell Aubameyang this summer. Lads, it's not happening. And even in his worst of worst seasons for Arsenal, the guy still has 15 goals for Arsenal this season. Take notes, Timo Werner. And I do personally believe if Arsenal get the right level of creative players in this summer, then Aubameyang's form will drastically improve going into next season. We are coming for the Golden Boot next year, you heard it here first. Mesut Ozil's departure from Arsenal in January has left a coveted number 10 shirt vacant, and sources have told ESPN that several players have requested a switch to the number 10 shirt next season, including Alexandre Lacazette, come from James Ollie. Number 10 for Lacazette? No, I'm good there. I myself, I don't have the clue on who Arsenal should give this number 10 shirt. Of course, if a certain super Jackie Grealish wants the number 10 shirt, then my friend, my amigo, my hermano, it is all yours, take it away. Banter aside though, lads, let me know, who do you think Arsenal should give the number 10 shirt going into next season, other names like Emil Smith-Rowe? Of course, Lacazette is throwing his name into the hat as well. Or is there a player that you want to see Arsenal sign that can take that number 10 shirt instead? Give me some names, some incredible names down below in the comments. We are gonna move. That is the video there and there. As always, if you have enjoyed it, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video. Also, do not forget to subscribe to your boy if you are new to the channel. 40k will soon come, much appreciation. As always, if you would like to, my Twitter and my Instagram will be linked below in the description, so if you want to follow your boy, go and do that. And that was the latest Arsenal news today, and for Arsenal, it's the transfer window that is coming. We're gonna have to wait and see what Arsenal do. Are we gonna have Jack Grealish in the Arsenal shirt? Are we allowed to dream? I will see you guys soon in a bit.